I aggressive Craig.
Would he really be Craig if he wasn't very fond of interrupting and being real loud and making sure that you know that you're being listened to?
Recorded. Now recording.
Mm-hmm.
No, wouldn't be Craig.
Wouldn't be Craig, it'd be somebody else. How are you, gentlemen?
I'm alright.
Good.
You guys timed it perfectly, because a friend of mine I was playing Borderlands with just dropped some acid and it hit right as 7.
Fucking yikes.
No, it's cool.
Okay. Hello.
Sorry, that was closer to 7 instead of 5. My bad.
That's okay.
Is it though? Is it okay?
Well, that was a great game, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess we gotta quit now that Matt doesn't want to play with us anymore.
Mm-hmm. God, that'd be tragic. None of y'all can ever quit playing this game with me, okay?
Yes,
I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Happened once.
Matt. Oh, look.
Well,
Look.
there he goes.
keep that joke personal.
Oh.
I could hear y'all. Y'all just couldn't hear me, I guess.
Well, we can hear you. We just couldn't tell what you were saying.
Yeah, your mic kept cutting out.
You sounded like the parents off Peanuts.
Come on, Ian won't understand that. He's too young.
Motherfucker, I literally just made the noise.
Who's to say?
Ugh. Are we
Hey,
ready?
I'm just happy to say that the classics that I talk about are being passed down to the younger generation.
Yes, tradition.
Tradition.
Mm-hmm. But, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
It's
This is a kill episode, right?
Yeah.
Thank God. Let's fucking go!
Last game, you guys completed the puzzle dungeon of Grump Vainray's Wizard Tower. You are still in his main office with his pretty scared vow of silence taken as that you need to get past all the traps and locks inside the Vainray dungeon to rescue Wade from Nadvasa Shezanash, but you still need to go back to Jarlaxle so you can give him the things that he wanted from Grump, and so he will take you to the dungeon. He probably won't do it himself, but he'll get you through the complex, into the castle, through the rest of the dungeon, into Nadvasa's lair, and give you a map of it. Then also somebody needs to take the message that Caldiza Nemtelix is still alive, along with the bag of holding that Jarlaxle has for him to Haunter, so he can make your distraction that Jarlaxle says you'll need to keep the city's army away from you once the alarms start sounding in the Bainray complex. Or at very least, that's what Jarlaxle seems to think will happen when Haunter gets this news and items. And Major Murdoch is still in Jarlaxle's safe house waiting for you to return. What do you do?
Okay, we got everything we need.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we go for the fighting?
Where do you go for the fighting?
We go back to the guy.
Yeah. Well, then we go back to the guy.
All right. Is there
Okay,
anything else you
got
want to do in the Wizard Tower?
Yes. Yes. There's
Okay.
a deck of cards.
Mhm.
Yes. You think I fucking forgot? You fool.
So we go down the stairs. You go back through the shivering assistant, who's very glad that you've left him alive thus far. It's why he faked his death with magic earlier. He would wave you goodbye and write a note to ask if you want him to walk you out. I don't know if you want him to.
Sure. He can
Yes.
help us avoid shit.
Okay, yeah. With this guy with you, all the rest of the traps are turned off and nothing's going to explode if you walk past it. But you go downstairs and downstairs and downstairs until you get to back through all the floors. And there's still some destruction that you guys caused, occasionally fighting things. But then you do enter again floor 2 with the suits of armor full of drow skeletons that are adorned like those Catholic ones where they think they found a saint and so they bejewel them, bedazzle them. And they are all there. All signs still say do not touch. Immediately your eyes are drawn to the luck blade and the deck of many things. TK-47, if you wanted to, you could make a perception check to see if anything you might be tempted by.
Yeah, for sure. You said perception?
Mm-hmm.
He's got to
19.
throw the classic lead us not to temptation vibes.
Yeah. You said 19?
Yes.
Yeah, you see a ring of full invisibility, of greater invisibility. You could just be invisible for hours and hours at a time. You see a hat of disguise, you could blend in anywhere, any sniper position. You even see a broom of flying, so you could be up in the sky shooting down below. And just all sorts of things that you know that your father could add to your armor to make you sleek, fast. All of the above. No one would ever see you again, you'd disappear off the face of the earth.
Already pretty good at stealth.
But you could always be better.
Well, sure. I
There's
can also
every
already
kind of...
turn permanently invisible. I just need darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
There's a globe of darkness in here. Just wherever you go, shadows. Obscurement with an
I'm
ever-smoking
gonna-
bubble.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the armor, like the equipment stuff that would make me much better. I'm gonna look at that, and then I'm gonna look at the weird nerd we got. And I'm gonna go, can I take this?
You see him pale. He's got that literally black skin with a touch of gray or maybe purple. But he goes fully gray and shakes his head and moves to step to the door to go back to the third floor.
Before he goes out the third door, I point for the luck blade. What about that?
He shakes his head. No, he's about to leave you in this door and shut the door behind him.
Yeah, I just want to grab his, like, the scruff of his neck, like,
I'm gonna look at Ash, and I'm gonna go, what does that mean?
Ash?
Wait, Cole. Wait, what the fuck is your name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cole. You're Cole.
The
Okay, my
twink
fault.
is somewhere else, alright?
Sorry, my fault. They all look alike.
Whoa. Just like all the clankers.
Yeah.
First off, I think of all the races, the robots look the most different from each other.
But
anyways,
I'm holding him by the scruff.
I'm gonna look at Cole and I'm gonna go, what did that mean?
A scruff is when you wear clothes, and see how
No.
long
You left the room. That's not an answer.
It meant no, but I think it's okay.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm just gonna take out Pale Zikawa, which is imbued with. He said I can have it.
He shakes his head. No, oh. He said you could have the equal. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. That I was like, it's imbued with not magic or anything. It's just literally just an equal one that's really beat up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kind of poke at the skeleton, the armor. Holy shit! The armor. Holding the cards with the tip of the eagle eye. Poke.
Are you still holding on to the shivering assistant?
Yep.
He's panicking. He's like twisting around in your arms like he's a cat trying to escape.
Hey, come on. Why? I can't say anything, but let me see if I have something to write with.
The sign that says "Do not touch," he slaps it with his whole hands and then just keeps slapping it.
Yeah, but why?
He points to all the skeletons and makes big sweeping motions with his hands and then puts his arms in an X of no.
Okay, so we won't touch it, but is the stuff real?
Make a persuasion check.
Also, please pretend I'm doing my usual Cole voice. My throat's actually killing me, so I can't.
Oh no!
So 16 plus, we say persuasion?
Persuasion.
Yeah, that's a -1 again, because that's a 15.
Any of you could also make Arcana checks if you want to look at these more closely yet again.
Yeah,
Too
sure.
late, I locked it in.
18.
Damn.
Okay.
Arcana. I was taking a pill.
We're doing drugs?
Yes.
Base.
Based and drug pilled.
The drugs that are good for my heart.
Cocaine.
I gotta take drugs that are good for my brain later.
Same.
I'm just out here raw dogging life. I also
Raw
have drugs.
dog in life, damn.
I also make sure I have to
Life
take.
dude, life's straw dogging me.
That's a stick.
Granted,
That's
I take
sick.
drugs so I don't cough up blood. So
Yeah, so I don't know what TK saw, but yeah, we should grab all of these at the same time.
TK, you're looking at a set of armor of invulnerability. And one of the last things you saw when you were leaving the Wandering Albatross, the ship city, the homeland of all Warforged and Forgeborn, is that somebody was making one. And you're not quite sure that it was the same, but you also don't know enough about magic to know for sure. And Cole, the Shivering Assistant, what did you get again for persuasion?
15.
He looks more torn than he's ever looked in his life. There are certain, this guy's taken a vow of silence for a year. Who knows what else he's done in the name of proving himself to Grump Bainray, whose tower this is. And he just looks horrified, as though he's looking, he can turn right or left, and each way is probably his death.
Well,
He's panicking and hasn't stopped squirming.
If we can help it, we won't let you die.
He gives you a pleading expression with big, wet eyes. They're red, drow eyes.
I'm not sure these are real.
I'm just gonna tell him, hey. It's okay, bud. All right,
He
we're
shakes
fine.
his head no.
You say you're
We're all
not sure they're
friends here.
real?
He would never lie to us like that. And I go up and I grab the cards.
I said we're
Anybody
doing
move?
it at the same time.
Oh yeah,
Did
grab
he-
them.
Anybody move to stop Pale? Do you want to
I'm-
make any more arguments against it or for it, TK?
Nope.
Okay. Roll the initiative!
I don't think they're real. That's it. I don't care. What is he? I don't think they're real. Okay.
Yeah, let me move your minis
What
over
are you
here.
gonna do about that?
What
Not
do I
shit.
care?
We go,
Well,
damn, that's
so-
crazy.
well-
That's crazy. Anyways,
Yeah, put
You got a
yourself wherever
25.
you want to on floor 2.
we
I'll
got
get a 25. I'll
Okay.
give TK advantage.
I got a 16.
Not
with
gonna roll.
advantage, I got a 17, so 21 is still my total.
Okay, and I'll roll for the assistant. Okay.
I thought you said you got a 13.
No.
No. I said I have a plus 13.
Oh,
Damn.
well,
forgot.
then I would have gave it to Cole.
Nah, this is funnier.
It does make the
Let me
most
see what
sense
there-
that he'd be the first one to
I don't-
have anything happen.
This is funnier.
Okay. So the enemies are going to go right after Cole.
Mhm.
And the assistant is going to go last.
Good.
So as the one that Cole touches and he grabs a pack of cards in a little bag, Carolina, what do you do? When Cole touched, you see arcane energy flash through every bit of it. It's pretty much every kind all at once. Necromancy, every magic item that's on this thing, maybe It's from the core of it to the edges, and suddenly a black light, purple and shifting, shines underneath the mask of this thing as it suddenly comes to unnatural, arcane construct life.
I summon my echo to right in front of it
Mm-hmm.
to try to chop its neck off.
Okay. Yeah, and you guys can put yourself anywhere in this room. I don't know why there are 3 Carolinas.
That's just vibes.
Yeah.
Got to stand on business.
Which one is... This is you, Pale? I mean, Cole.
Yep.
Okay. The echo is in between y'all. Or, I don't think it can be in between y'all, but... Alright.
That's fine.
Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Uh-oh.
Then I will move to flank. Attack with advantage.
Okay.
That's a 25.
That hits.
Okay. 34 damage.
Okay. And what kind?
Radiant. Well, some of it's radiant. D4 of it's radiant. All the rest of it is slashing.
Okay.
Still standing.
Oh, yeah.
I will roll one more time. That's a 22
That hits.
for 31 more damage.
Okay. Still alive.
And then
Those are big hits, but it is still very much able to ambulate and kill you.
Oh. Okay. That is my turn.
Can you guys hear the bass from my fucking neighbors?
No, I can't hear a thing. Let me put my other headset in and maybe I can.
No, you don't need to. This is the one that's awake. And then, TK, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot it. It hasn't gone yet, so I have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that is 8d4 plus... where's my sneak attack? 66 plus 5. 47 damage, and it loses a arm.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna shoot it again.
You still have advantage because you got 2 allies next to it.
I'd have advantage regardless, just because it hasn't gone yet. But yes, that is a 32 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 22 damage, and it loses its head.
Oh. Yeah, you blow off an arm, and it staggers. You blow off its head, and while that makes it stumble a little, it does not fall down.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Cole.
Sorry, I was muted.
You're having all kinds of problems.
Yep, that's just life.
Yeah.
Can I tell how like beat up my friends look? My coworkers.
Oh, I had another attack yet.
Oh shit.
Oh,
yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, no, I get
Really?
plus 1 attack.
I forgot you have 3.
27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. This is all forced, by the way. 30 more force damage.
Oh, okay.
And it loses its other arm.
Okay. Yeah, we're at just a flesh wound territory here. Yeah, so no head,
Doesn't have
no arms.
No head.
No head.
No head, break skateboard. No, but this thing, you see as you've blown whole pieces off of it, it's not alive. These are magical bones in there with machine parts, I might add. Like you can see gears in its elbows that blow into 1,000 pieces. It's some sort of necromancy and machine
Spooky.
But now it's your turn, Cole. You are fighting the just a flesh wound guy.
I cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
So
Why would you hit the rest of them?
Yeah, I will say that's a 15 by 15 cube, right?
Oh wait, are they not all active?
No,
No.
just this one so far.
Oh shit! I thought all of them activated immediately.
No.
Oh, never mind.
Okay,
I
yeah,
cast.
I was about to say, I was like, all right. I mean, if you wanted to party wipe us, you could have just shot us.
Whoops a daisy. I was a little too silly. I cast a spell magic.
Okay.
Is it a level 3 or lower?
No.
Dang it. Alright, so it's the spell level plus 10 is what I have to need to be.
Here, let me look up a spell really quick.
Oh. I didn't. It didn't work.
Ah,
16.
No, it would have to be a negative 10 level spell. Or something like that. It's just nope.
Okay.
Yep.
So when you make an dispel magic check, the DC you have to roll and then you add your
Spellcasting modifier.
spellcasting modifier. What is your spellcasting modifier?
My what?
Your spellcasting modifier?
What do you use to add to your spells?
Do you think I have any idea what the hell I'm doing?
You're a ranger, so it's wisdom. What's your wisdom
Okay.
modifier?
0.
Okay, what's your proficiency? That's crazy. Come on now. What's your proficiency?
I mean, what am I proficient in?
I think
Well,
our
you're-
proficiency
no.
mods right now are a 4.
Yeah, they are. So you just add 4 to that, so it's a 10.
So yeah,
Which
yeah. So it has to be a
bad.
level 0. Oh no, it has to be a like Bailey. What's the spell level?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, so yeah, for it to have beaten, let's say it's like a level 5, I'd have to roll a 15.
Roll me a D100.
You could dispel a cantrip.
Hold on.
Yes.
Bailey,
Yeah.
before any of that happens, can I have the second wind features of the new rule book?
I don't know the difference.
Well, the second wind features in the new rule book for fighters is that one, I can use the second wind 3 times per long rest. That's the regular part of it, but there's also another part of it is when you use the tactical mind. When you fail an ability check, you can expend the use of second wind instead of regaining HP. You roll the 1d10 and add it to the result. If this check is used for the second wind, the second wind is not expended.
How many times a day can you do it right now?
Once.
Just one, right?
Mhm.
Roll a D100.
So we have the rules nerd, the min-maxer, and the boy howdy, I don't know what's happening.
And the person who's the reason that they have to build like that.
Yeah.
40.
Who's the fourth person?
You motherfucker!
What?
I would say, Carolina, I would say you can do the thing where you can roll a skill check, but let's say you only have 2 second wins right now. That, or even if you fail, it's still expended. When I'm trying to say let's do halvesies, if you can put that into D&D and Beyond.
Yes.
What's the baby?
I will use my second wind for you, Cole.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Roll your check again.
I can what?
Roll your check again to see if you can dispel the magic.
Or he didn't even roll, I don't think. Or no, that was what the
That was a
No,
6.
you
Oh,
weren't-
fuck me.
No. But what did you get for a D100?
92.
Okay. All right. Make me an Arcana check.
I can do that. Part of the cards. Okay, Arcana is +2. That's a 17.
Okay. With a 92, you realize that you've cast Dispel Magic on this thing, and then Carolina is lending you the Vivian juice of, I know we want to do this so bad, but maybe it's not a good idea. And so you realize you have dispelled the part of when this thing dies, I'm supposed to roll a d6 and see how many of the other ones wake up. You realize you could kill this one and stop.
Ah! Yeah, I'm gonna let my boys know.
Okay.
Just Carolina and the non-gendered robot.
He prefers he, him.
It's a sexless robot, but he has gender.
Powered off. That's what it should prefer.
That's crazy.
Shut/down.
Oh my god.
Such a hater, and for why.
Do you do anything else, Cole?
I already have my Eco-Y out, so I don't want to get anything else out, and the other bonus actions I have that I could use wouldn't really do much here. So no.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh wait, did I get the cards out of his hand yet?
You have a bag full of cards.
Nice.
Yeah, alright. And let me see here. He doesn't have arms and doesn't have a head.
Mm-hmm.
But Cole, make me a dex save.
Save +7. Nice. See, I can do some things. Nice, it's a 26. Of course, now I'm good.
Yeah, this thing rushes you, and it tries to tackle you, but you dodge, and it runs all the way over here, and hits itself into the wall. Yeah, go ahead.
Forget it.
30?
That
Oh,
hits.
wait. Yeah, 30.
Yeah.
Going for the waist. 38.
Damage?
Damage.
Yeah, as you cut this thing, and, well, it runs towards Cole, just gonna tackle him by the shoulders. You don't know what its plan was after that, because neither did I. But, as Cole dodges, you swing out with Light Cutter and cut the rest of the buckles off the armor, and it falls into pieces and magic items and scatters across the floor. And none of the other ones wake up. And the shivering assistant has run away from you, Cole. He's at the door right here, peeking through it with just his eye, looking in horror and confusion.
Bro, he's literally pointing at Carolina. Oh, God, chill. Wimp.
Make
I
a
grabbed the luck
persuasion-
blade.
Okay. You grab the luck blade. Is there anything you guys do before that?
Which one is the luck blade one?
Let's say it's this one.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna get up on the ceiling, actually.
Okay. Say it's a 20-foot ceiling.
Yeah, just hang out there.
Okay.
I'm just
So-
like, fuck it, let's go, let's fall.
Okay.
Skibbity.
Yeah, as you reach for the luck blade, Carolina, this wizard shuts the door and you assume locks it. He's gone. He's leaving you to whatever you guys are doing in here. But you reach for the luck blade on the hip of this one. Correct? Alright! It also comes to life. Let me put this one up here in the trash.
By the way, didn't she say that they all wake up and that the only reason the rest of them didn't was because we dispelled that part?
Only when they die.
Yeah,
So the rest will
when
wake up when this one dies.
Correct.
And we don't see a problem with that?
Well, the fun part is I'm also out of Dispel Magics.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Didn't say we had to kill it. I grabbed the luck blade.
Who do we
Also,
always just like?
Cole didn't tell us that.
That's
True.
true.
Whoops.
You could ask him. You
Wait,
guys
no, I did say. Wait, no, I did say I taught my boys this.
Oh,
there's
no,
this
that's-
lull.
Because that's when I
You guys-
started. Horrible racism.
You guys could
Robots.
talk about this before you grab the sword. You could look at everything again. You know.
Or, all right, guys. Wait, is the other door still open? The
Yeah.
down.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to grab stuff, just how about you grab it and run, and I'll stay by the door and push them all back.
Do these things have to see?
You don't know.
It definitely lost its head, so take from that one.
And then it tried to run itself into a wall.
Tried to tackle Cole because it didn't have any arms.
Arm is light.
Huh.
Similar to, but not the same
Well.
as ball.
Okay, this is what I'll do. I will move my echo to the door.
Mm-hmm.
I will wait for my boys to get to the door. I will grab the luck blade and swap places with the echo.
Okay, so we're planning to. So boys get by the door or get into floor 1, right?
By the door now.
Okay. And then Carolina, you grab the luck blade.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually have my echo go on the other side of the door.
Okay. And then I assume you're gonna immediately close it.
Like everybody out, including my echo, I'm going to grab it and switch.
Okay. Yeah, as you grab the luck blade, you switch. And as you guys are slamming the door shut, you see that it does come to life and start to run after you. But you have shut the door. Now, what do you do after that?
We should leave immediately. We should get the fuck out of here and not let
He's
the
invisible.
information roam. Let's
Okay.
skibbity daddle.
Are we sprinting back to Jarlaxle, or?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. And as you cross the threshold back into the street in front of Graf Bainray's tower, you hear slamming as these things are trying to break down this door. And maybe even a couple slams as they step on the wrong floor tiles and are flung against the wall, but that's just making them catch up to you faster. Are you guys sprinting through town?
Can I backtrack one part?
Yeah.
As I switch places, I'll have my echo chop at its legs.
Okay.
Piss it off.
Yeah. Make a yeah.
Does a 17 hit?
No.
A 32 hits though.
Uh-huh.
We're in danger.
38 damage.
Okay. And so far, only this one is chasing you. The exponential awakening only happens when one dies. So, for now, you just have one enchanted suit of armor chasing you.
I
and
still
you
have
don't-
both legs.
Yes. And you unfortunately do not have TK's blow-off limbs ability. Unless you want to try to do a called shot. What's my rules for that? I fucking got him somewhere.
Just wing it on the spot. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yes. It is a called shot.
Okay, you're trying to blow off a leg. Let me go to, alright, so we're going to my drive, we're going to D&D stuff, parentheses not to do with the novels. We're going to campaign guide, we're going to, it's very likely in campaign 2-3 tech and stats. It's not
doesn't make any sense.
sanity, it's not Son Carell tech, not Dimension Alpha Armory, not drugs. Diseases?
Drugs.
No. It's not the stats I have for custom weapon. It may very well be in the Ethereum system, but I don't remember that it's in there.
Bailey,
already.
you prep too well. You do too good of a job. It's really
Yeah.
causing problems.
Thanks, man.
Only
Let's
you.
see. It's not in the NPC library. It might be in the Ethereum system. All right. We don't have time to read the whole thing. Control F. Oh. Nope. Not in
This
there.
is just a prolonged flex on Bailey's preparation skills.
You guys
Hey, you know
should
what? It's
see.
working.
Y'all should see my Google Drive. I have 9 gigabytes of things mostly related to this campaign and previous campaigns. Alright. D&D Contingencies Campaign Coalescence. Erwin Asco. No. Okay, well maybe I don't have it. Because if it's not
Maybe
in
it's
the
just a basic
campaign
rule.
guide. Well, it's something about, like, if you make a called shot, it's like plus half their CR rating or something. To shoot out of Tarask's eyes, you'd have to get, like, a 35. But I feel like that's wrong, too. But I don't have... I made that rule in, like, Campaign 1, and that was, like, 2019. But it's not in the Ethereum system, and it's not in...
And I know you used it early on when we first got guns.
Uh-huh.
But we also had, like, so many different people part of this.
Yeah.
I think what I remember wasn't it an addition to their AC?
I've heard before that it's like their AC plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't know. Roll a D100 to see if you can make it slower. Sorry, after all that I've made up that random roll.
It
10.
works.
What? 10? Yeah, you might make it faster. You piss it off.
Checks out.
An unfeeling automaton, and you managed to give it emotions.
Yeah, and that emotion is rage.
I smacked it in the ass and it ran faster.
Mm-hmm.
Smacked its ass and blew a kiss at it.
I said, giddy up.
Oh my god.
Blue.
Nice cock.
After all these thousands of years, the machine spirit still screams. What does it sound like? Rage.
Rage.
No, it sounds like a startup modem.
No, that's
say,
there's a tech priest from Warhammer looking at the Killdozer.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got that line from.
Oh, that's funny.
I've got that comic laying around somewhere. But yeah, you guys run. How are you going to avoid people noticing you and avoid this undead / construct /
Carolina, our leader.
I can carry them while I fly, right?
Yes.
I cast darkness
Okay. Is that on a fixed point or on you?
on me, and then I grab them and fly.
Okay. So it is an orb of blackness. Goes through, admittedly, the mostly dark cavern.
Well, me and TK are already invisible in the darkness, so
True. All of you roll me stealth checks. I would say with advantage because you're...
Do I get double advantage?
No. Sorry.
Oh.
18 plus stealth is 7. That's a 25.
28.
Oh, okay.
22.
Okay. As you take to the skies in front of Grump Bainray's Wizard Tower, maybe you ran a few feet before you did and took to the sky around the corner, but anybody who's on this street has been taught their entire lives, if you say something, just carry on about your business, it's not your problem. And so as there's an angry automaton running around, they don't notice you as you take to the sky and are completely figuratively invisible or literally invisible. And you fly off away from the tower. Your mission
Yippee.
successful. A deck of cards in one hand and a luck blade in the other. Where do you go?
Sure, that's my cards. Back to our guy. Was it Jarlaxle? I feel like we should go back there, guys.
We can carry your stealth checks over because you guys got absurd, so averaging out, you'd be able to land on a side street without any issue and roll up to Jarlaxle's place. Do you do anything special when you get...
I put those cards away.
Okay.
Yeah, the luck blade into the quiver.
Oh, okay.
Now it's in a dimensional space.
And I will say,
Everything's in a
TK, did you
dimensional
want to
space.
try and steal any... I should have offered this at the moment, but since we've made a runaway escape, you could have grabbed something at the same time of Carolina's Echo. Did you want to try and grab anything?
Would I have made it out? Because the reason Carolina got out was because her Echo was there and she could teleport.
I mean,
You can climb on the ceiling.
Describe to me a scenario where you'd be fast enough. You know?
I have a 20 in Dex, a plus 13 in Initiative, and I can't be surprised.
With your plus 13 in initiative, I would say if you wanted to, you could grab a ring of greater invisibility or the important parts of an armor of invulnerability.
What does Armor of Invulnerability even do?
Makes you resistant to a lot of damage. I believe.
You are
Last I
resistant
looked.
to non-magical damage. You can use an action to make yourself immune to non-magical for 10 minutes or until you are no longer wearing the armor, and it can only be done once every day. It's plate armor, I can't use it.
We're gonna pretend that you could.
Yeah.
It's mithril.
See, now the problem here is that I already have not been getting hit. A ring of
You
wait,
can
so
make
a ring of
sure
greater
you're
invisibility would just make me permanently invisible, wouldn't it?
You can give it to the Son of God.
Oh my
His name's
god, you're
Bastion.
right. I could give
Oh,
it to
God.
Bastion.
Oh God.
Oh
Say
boy!
Happy Father's Day!
Happy Father's Day! I got you invulnerable armor.
God damn it.
Oh man, but the ring of invisibility. Yeah. Fuck. Oh my god, Bastion with armor of invulnerability? Oh my god.
You-
He's.
you can-
God,
you
what
can
does his armor
statue-
already look like? Hang on.
You can
We're
knock
not
the
choosing by
statue down.
aesthetics.
You can
I
knock
swear
the
to God.
statue down first.
I swear to
And
God,
then
if you
take
choose this on aesthetics only, I'm coming to your house.
No. I mean, like, what are the stats? Because I'm pretty sure he's
Oh.
already resistant to all of that stuff.
I thought you were saying literally what does it look like. I was about to be
No,
like,
no,
are you fucking kidding me?
God, I
That
don't think-
non-magical damage. That's bludgeoning, piercing, slashing,
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure he's already like
poisons.
invulnerable to that. Also, no, it's not all non-magical because anything that's not a. Where the
Magical?
fuck is the rest of? Yeah, where the fuck is the rest of Bastard's character sheet?
Blasting
Yeah.
damage.
I got rid of it.
He might have.
I used Bastion to get rid of Bastion. Also,
Yeah,
Future
used-
Bailey, sorry for all the noise in the background. I'm making cheesy rice.
I don't hear anything.
Cool. Because this whole time for the past hour, I've been making cheesy rice. It takes a long time to make.
I've been having Balloon's Tower Defense running AFK in the background.
Mhm.
You nerd.
Dude,
Nice.
I gotta get my monkey money up.
Just imagine like an actual RPG based on balloons.
I don't want to think about that.
It'd be turn twin instead of turn base. Bazinga.
I think you should be put to the sword.
Probably.
Yeah,
Honestly, I should be put to the sword for what I sent you earlier.
I'm trying to remember what the fuck you sent me earlier.
Don't Google it. Don't Google it.
Oh, yeah. Man, I
I'm
already
sure
knew
you've
about
seen
that.
it already. Oh, I know you knew about it. I just
Yeah,
thought
no,
the comic.
that's Litterbox Comics. I love them.
Damn it. Stop being cultured. Bastard.
I'm a
Armor
furry,
or
Matt.
ring, brother?
Armor.
Okay.
Worst case, I wear it for now, and then I give it to Bastion later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because TK. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is my
Okay.
mattress.
All right. So, we're on the way to Jarlaxle's house. Do you guys do anything before you go back in there? Or his safe house, not his house.
Like I said, I hide the cards. What cards? I didn't take any cards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Put the armor on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's and the sword into the sheath, into the quiver.
Okay. And the cards
The,
and
the fact that you're not upset by this is telling me two things. Either A, you're not worried about us having these, or B, I think, is this his new character?
She put them there on purpose.
Cursed objects.
I will say one thing. I have told Matt on several occasions I will never give him a deck of many things.
Uh-huh. I'm just happy you changed your mind.
And, you know, you haven't really looked at the deck of cards that Jarlaxle asked you to get.
Oh,
Fucking excuses.
I don't know who's
What did we get
carrying.
him?
I don't know who's carrying them, but you have a spider mask, you have a deck of cards in a red bag, you have a dagger that well, it's shaped more like a sickle, really, and it kind of glows with a soft moon glow. You don't know what it does, and you have a book with a tongue on the front, and all
What
the
did we...
keys and vials of blood and whatever else to get in that Grump Bainray gave you.
Guys, what the fuck did we get this guy?
Stuff.
I think we should check.
mm,
What's...
that doesn't sound like my business.
Got him death
Listen,
items.
Can I do like an Arcana check or something on, let's start with just the dagger scimitar thing?
Yeah.
I could roll for that. I know I stepped away from my computer to do a roll. It's a 16 plus, I think Arcana 7. Nope, it's 2, so that's an 18.
You can tell that it's a moonstone dagger. I forgot what they do. Let me Google it.
You're the DM, you can just choose.
No, but it's a real item. Oh, moon-touched sword. Sorry. No, that's
That's
not
regular.
Show me the sword where the moon touched you.
Oh, moon blade.
It emits light.
No. I'm thinking of the moon blade. It's different. It's a legendary item.
What's with the mask?
You're not sure. It is sticky to the touch, but not like in a terrible way. Like it's not like dust and residue on it, but it is a little sticky to the touch.
Hey, TK. You want to put that mask on?
No,
Why?
I don't trust it.
Don't you trust me?
Turns you into the SCP mask. No, not really.
Some like a quart of what is it? A quart of silver flames ass mask. You're welcome on those book talk girlies. Give us views and pay us money.
TK, put this mask on. No, don't you trust me? No.
That's why you shouldn't.
You're being
Guys, I think
played
we're
by
giving him-
Matt. Of course I don't.
Absolutely, that's correct. I'd be worried if you said otherwise. Guys, I think we're giving this guy, like this evil drow dude, like a bunch of legendary magical stuff that we shouldn't.
That's not our problem.
I'm just here to save my man.
Should we come back and kill him and take it later?
Sure.
If need be.
Oh, it definitely need be. Trust me. Should definitely trust me. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Assuming all the
I don't know why
drow, it's fine.
I don't know why that got me. Yeah, but you arrive back at Jarlaxle's place, and I don't know. Do you just knock on the door again?
I'm letting Carolina lead the way on this. It's her man's.
We'll do the secret knock.
Yeah, you do the secret knock. Perfect. And a different doorman opens the door today. You guys want to make a history check?
Sure. It's a big ol' 9.
11.
Whoa.
Yeah. You guys don't recognize this guy, but it's actually a human man, though he looks gaunt, not on the edge of death, but there is maybe a little bit of sunken features or grayness to his skin, and the way his fingers twitch as he opens the door, the way he glances around at each of you, he's still very much active and still very much dangerous, despite some kind of aura of death hanging over him. But he doesn't talk, and he has a goatee and brown eyes, and he just squints at you and looks at Jarlaxle. And as he looks at Jarlaxle, it's the biggest eye roll you've ever seen in your life, and he walks away. And pours himself a whiskey and sits down in the corner and is content on ignoring you. And Jarlaxle, as Jarlaxle immediately spurts into his dramatics. A success! A beautiful success! I am so proud of you. What a wonderful day! Isn't as I told you, Artemis, I knew they would succeed, and so the rest of our plans can commence.
Succeed.
And he goes in.
You expect us to die, didn't you?
Expect you to die? Of course not. I expected you perhaps to get delayed, to perhaps get discovered and things happen early or not on time, but so far you all have made it go so perfectly. And now we continue to step 2. Please, may I have the items?
Yeah. Well, here, and I have the cards, actually.
You have the... Are you trying to switch which cards are which?
Bailey, I have no idea what you mean, yes.
Okay. You're trying to switch the... Well, they're both in a red bag.
Yep.
Make me a deception check.
There's no way this goes well. That's a 2.
Jarlaxle puts a slender charcoal hand on your shoulder. And he puts another hand, wrapped around your neck, like a casual side hug while he pats your chest. Mr. Cole, I know the difference between the deck of cards that you have, you take them from Grump's display room, yes?
No.
My dear Cole, I need the ones from his office. Pretty please.
I don't have them. They're with her.
I will close my eyes and reach my hand out. And so long as there is a correct bag of cards, I don't care who has them. 1 in 10 children vape. 1 in 10 children like people hides the cards from me.
I slapped everything in his hand.
Oh, thank you very much. And he pats your shoulder, Cole, and he says, those cards, they are special cards, I will say. Be careful when you decide to use them. By which I mean, perhaps not today. Maybe you use them later to see what lovely little baked-in properties they have. Because I need you alive today, you see.
Oh.
It's a deck of many things, but it's only the negative cards.
What a way to stop the maw. Hey, pull a card.
Well, and here's the thing. You can trust me because I do want you to survive this, because You've already done this much. Imagine what we could do together in the future, everybody. How wonderful. Today, Menzo Baranza makes great changes, and we are behind it all.
Mr. Jarlaxle,
Yes,
the
madam.
items in the display room, are any of them real?
They exist in this physical world. And he gives you a very sly smile.
Are they really what
You
they're
could-
supposed to?
You could ask yourself, what is real? When the world of the arcane mixes with our own, the divine, what is real? Is it stone and dirt?
Okay,
Fucking
I'll
son.
rephrase the question.
Mhm.
Are they
He's just fucking with us.
really? Are they really what they're supposed to be? Like the luck blade, per se.
Well, let us, now granted, they do work, but I would say not very often, and if you need them that badly, you need to be prepared for what happens immediately after you use them.
So they are monkey pawed.
Have you ever, you know, when you get a piece of wet paper and you pull it apart afterward, and all that is left is the ashes, the little particles. There is a spell that our dear
Disintegrate?
Grump. There is a, what is that called in the rocket explosives? Backblast?
Uh-huh.
And then
Feel
it takes
like-
a very long time before them to work again. They will do what they are supposed to, however, you know, how much do you like to gamble?
A lot. I have a problem.
You do.
We go around killing things that need to be killed, so we gamble every day.
Well, that is a skill game, like a sport.
That's a
So
better
is
answer than mine.
Gambling is different.
No, I like to gamble though. Like a lot. It's a problem. I have a severe issue.
Well, sir, how about you just pinky promise me you don't gamble today?
Okay, what the fuck's a pinky promise? Do I have to like cut it off?
It is not that serious.
But it is serious. No gambling today. I hold my pinky out.
I hold mine out with the eco law ready. Like, this-
He
uh,
he will outstretch his pinky and pinky promise each of you. There is no gambling today. At least there's no gambling with the things you take out of display room. Other chances we are indeed taking. And Mr. TK47, do you have what is considered pinky? I have not looked at your hands. You have 4 of them?
Yes.
Would you like to join in pinky promise?
No.
Very well. Are you gonna take your armor off, TK?
No.
oh god.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he only said when I activate it, it passively grants resistance. That's how
Are
I
you sure?
interpreted it.
Are you sure? You want to make an insight check?
Are you sure? You know what? Sure.
Do not go pulling invincible memes on this. Are you
Oh
sure?
no, I didn't mean to roll a D207.
No, that ain't the one.
So oddly
I got
specific.
a big old 9, Bailey.
Big ol' 9. Does anybody else want to roll an insight check to read between the lines of what Jarlaxle is saying as he
It's gonna fuck us up.
as he's wanting to make a pinky promise? He's wanting to make a pinky promise with TK47,
26.
26.
Oh, thank God, 'cause I got
Carolina-
a 1.
You get the idea of whenever you get the idea of the way that Jarlaxle is describing the other things is that if TK47 takes damage with the armor of invulnerability, he will also have the disintegrate spell cast on him.
I'm sure Bastion can remove that.
Perhaps.
Honestly, That's
There
pretty.
was-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
The
glad I didn't
resistance
take
it
that
grants
rate.
you.
I passed that along to TK.
Yeah, of just, hey, you should. What Jarlaxle is saying is that you should take that off.
Yeah, I'll take it
Because
off.
I thought about, like, it would have been really mean that you're in the dungeon fighting an Advasar, and then you just take a sword hit that's probably going to be a lot, and then you
in the
fucking get
boss fight?
disintegrated. Yeah, during the boss fight. I felt that would be too underhanded. Listen, just know that I am merciful, and I could have totally fucked you guys.
It would have been a
Yep.
little funny.
I was hoping that you were going to, if you were going to use it, you'd use it in the tower. But as Jarlaxle wants you to live so you can continue doing work for him, he would tell you, hey, probably not a good idea.
If you touch that, you're gonna die.
Yeah. But
You'll
as...
have an upset tummy.
Your stomach, dude, it's gone.
Damn.
It's disintegrated.
That's
you just-
disintegrated.
You shit out
Disintegrated.
your organs.
Great.
But he tells you, he pats the bag that he said was for Haunter. And he said, this is for our dear lovely Haunter. I believe he may very well... What is it in common? The slang. Cream? When he sees what is inside.
You know, close enough.
Yes.
Like- Cash rules everything around us.
Yes. Come. As you are.
He is going to, how do you say, blast fat ropes.
If you come in space, do it push you backwards?
Yes.
Yeah.
Easy
Um,
answer.
Easy. It says, and once you are done delivering message to Hunter, then you will meet my associate, and he motions to the guy he called Artemis earlier. As you will meet my associate on most eastern part of Web Woe, and he will lead you into Nadvasa's lair. And you can trust him because he is a dearest friend of mine. And Jarlaxle winks at him, and this guy rolls his eyes again.
They have nasty gay sex.
They're buddy boys.
This is Artemis Entreri from the Dritz novels, and you saw a magical painting of him in Ground.
I was getting ready to say it, but you already beat me to it. So he was the guy from the painting.
He's the guy from the painting. He's also from the Dritz novels, and I do ship him and Jarlaxle so fucking hard, dude. I believe it. They get married. I know it. Not really.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
Yeah. It's a bard and a really gruff, like, assassin rogue. And the bard just drags the rogue everywhere.
How romantic.
And they're the first friends each other have ever had.
Wow.
And Artemis, who's always grumpy, he's like, why the hell do you drag me along everywhere? And then complain about how grumpy I am. And then Jarlaxle is like, you're my muse. I like to see you have fun. I will put a smile on your face one day, Mr. Grumpy Pants, is what he essentially says.
Yeah.
And then Artemis has a dagger that if he stabs people, he like absorbs their hit points. It's like a dagger of vampiric touch or whatever. And so a plot point was that Jarlaxle's like, man, my first friend is a human. He's gonna fucking die. What am I gonna do? You know? So he accidentally stabbed it into a wraith one time, and so now Artemis is somewhat undead, which they are pretty sure is gonna extend his life, and Jarlaxle's just not gonna tell him until Artemis realizes he's like 95 and Jarlaxle is still dragging him places. I like them very much.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I love the Dritz novels. They're my favorite. I've gotten through like 25 of them, but there's like 50. And he's still fucking writing them. R.A. Salvatore, man's never gonna stop.
Damn.
One just came out this year, and he's been writing them since like the early 80s. Anyway. Artemis is like, I will meet you there. Try to be fast. And he walks out the door.
This whole thing is just so trustworthy.
Of course it is.
Anyway, so we just got to go there, do the stuff, and then how's this helping us find Wade?
Well, Wade is in the dungeon. And of course, once Hunter has information and bag, he will go on a quest of his own across the city. And but your Mr. Translator here, Mr. Major Murdoch, we have been making great conversation while you were gone. He's more than welcome to stay with me. I could have someone send him back to Blindenstone. What do you want to do with him? And Major Murdoch has to awkwardly translate, what do you want to do with him, knowing that the him is himself.
You're still coming with us. We need you to translate.
I am not going to make it out of there. I think
Why
she could
not?
I think she could kill me with a look.
Probably.
Probably.
So just don't let her look at you.
Oh. Bring into Lady Zeech. Whatever her name was.
If I go with you into that dungeon, I believe I'll die.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that believe we'll die if we go into that dungeon. So.
Oh, Jarlaxle seems to think you'll survive. And Artemis even grumbled about how maybe you're not doomed after all.
Yay.
Artemis fellow reminds me of King Henry, to be honest, but not as much as Haunter, obviously.
Well, yeah, all things considered. I mean, they're the
twins.
same.
Just grumpy, depressed rogues.
Yes, that's the only similarity. Sure.
Well, no,
I don't see
Haunter and the whole clone thing, but Artemis and the other two.
Hmm.
And Jarlaxle's pretending that he's not listening, studying a dagger that he pulled out of his jacket pocket, and then he sets it down and pulls out another dagger that he studies and then sets on the desk, and then pulls out another dagger that he studies and sets on the desk, and pulls out another dagger that he...
What's it like every week getting to play with dolls?
I love it. I hope you are okay with playing with dolls with me.
No, I absolutely am. Thank you for including us. It's just it's very funny finding out that it's like, oh, these characters are characters from a book, and it's like, I'm making my own story. I didn't like how that ended. It's very funny to me.
Wait until you find out the background of half of my characters, Ian.
Yeah.
All my characters are just different power fantasies.
All of mine are just descendants of the same character I played in a campaign that ended after 3 sessions because someone made a joke that the DM didn't like, and she shut down a whole campaign because of it.
That's raw and real, actually. I have mad respect for that.
Oh no, it was just a joke about
not for shutting the campaign down, by the way, for playing the exact same character.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say shutting the campaign. The joke was, oh man, this clip art's funny as hell. That's the whole joke, and it was because she was actually using clip art, and that's it. And she made a ton of jokes, and it's like, but you were making the same jokes about clip art.
That's
anyway.
weird.
Yeah, well, you know,
People be like that, man.
kids these days.
No, but Jarlaxle's pretending not to listen, as Major Murdoch is desperately like, please don't take me with you. I'll die if I go with you, please. I'm not an adventurer. I'm not a, demigod like you guys. Please?
So what are you going to do if we don't take you with us?
Jarlaxle said that I could stay here briefly.
With all the knives that he just pulled out of his pocket?
And jingle at all.
He seems to be mostly a businessman. I think the worst he might do is hold me for ransom, or just deliver me, and then I'll... as everyone has said around here, they owe Jarlaxle a favor, which he, wallet drow and pulling...
Well, he is also a gambling man. Have you ever heard of the gambling game where you you string somebody up against a board and they throw daggers at you?
Is that a gamble?
No, but I've played a lot of
I don't think that's
spades. Does that
gambling.
count?
Yes.
It is gambling. It's gambling with somebody else's life.
And I'd love if you didn't gamble with mine.
Well, I mean, he pulled those daggers out for some reason to pretend
He's
like
still
he wasn't
pulling them.
listening.
He's still pulling them out. There's like 20.
Yeah, that's a lot of daggers for, you to just chill here.
And I'll be going to face Nadvasar Shazahash. I can't even imagine the weapons she has. Please,
Well,
Caroline,
sharp
I've been happy to translate. I have been I'm more than happy to accompany you out of this city whenever you make your escape. Please.
Very well.
Or I could I've been debating I've asked Jarlaxle if he might have a way to get a message to someone in Ireland, and he said he might, but he would want to ask you first, and he's like, I don't like being your pet, is the expression that he makes, because you've kind of kidnapped this guy, to be honest. He could have stayed in the DOL.
Yeah, he could have stayed in the DOL, but I mean, he was acting kind of sus with the whole ladies each thing.
Yeah, and he's like, I still don't even know where Lady Zeech is. They're off on some emergency. They don't even know that I'm here. I would really like to just, even if I have to give them the terrible news that I'm in Menzeperanzen, which is not an allied country, I would really love to someday see my wife again.
Okay, you can stay here with Jarlaxle and we'll pick you up on the way back.
He looks like he's going to faint. Thank God. Okay. And listen, I'll for keeping me safe along this journey. Should you need anything in Ireland, I'd be happy to vouch for your character thus far.
Well, thank you. We'll make sure you stay alive.
And I have always wanted to meet the Colonel, ever since I heard about him being Seaman Blackwell instead of Colonel Blackwell, but...
he's got some semen.
No, stop it.
That is
Stop
always
it.
the joke in the Navy, isn't it? But, I truly hope that he's going to be as well as at least he was before, and if he needs anything, you can count that the people of Ireland owe him, and I'm more than happy to facilitate anything he might need.
I'm sure Caroline is going to help with his needs as well.
Well, of course. So,
So, let's go save my man. Well, I guess we gotta bring King Henry's twin this bag, and then we'll go save my man.
Like King's twin.
does anyone want to make history or persuasion checks as you're about to leave Jarlaxle?
I stepped away from my computer because I'm packaging up the cheesy whips. My persuasion's a -1. My history, I think it's a +2.
Okay.
I got a
Just fucking
17.
check. I got a natural 1.
A 17.
I got a 17. And for Cole, +2. That's also a natural 1.
Yippee!
Okay.
The Blowjob
So-
Brothers.
Yeah, TK47, you're too busy thinking of fucking finally we get to kill something. And then Cole, maybe you're off thinking about Ash, or you're shipping Jarlaxle and Artemis Entreri.
About ass.
Ash.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Anyway,
I'm
but
thinking about
Carolina.
ass. It's all good,
Actually,
bro. I'm thinking about
exactly
ass.
what Cole was thinking of is, wow, these two friends are so much like Pale and Ash. They're such
Yeah.
good buddies.
And maybe you're disappointed about the cards, you know.
Dang, it just wasn't in the cards.
Boo! Boo. Boo.
Yeah.
But Carolina,
Bazinga.
thinking about Wade, thinking about Lady Meredith Zeech, you remember that when you left Jarlaxle last time, he said if you did a great job stealing things from Gromp Bainray, that he would give you an extra tip.
Where's our
All
extra?
right. Yeah, so we got what you wanted. You got anything else for us?
He looks to you, Cole, who speaks Infernal, and so does he, and Major Murdoch does not. And he tells you, why don't you, once you are out of this room, and perhaps Major Murdoch is not listening, you should know that technically while she is in Major Murdoch's employ, the protector of Mr. Murdoch as he has gone on this journey, Duchess, Paladin, Zeech, whatever your surface titles might be, she is in this city. And she is also trying to make things up to Vade by rescuing him herself. Now, perhaps she just does not know that you're in town, so you could work together. But her and a several other party have been seen in Bainray Complex and have actually been treated as diplomats, which is not common. Is the only reason I know this. Maybe I get her in there to do deals with me after today, depending on what is left after today to do. But she is in town, and I hope she does not get in your way. Or perhaps she helps you, who knows? As Major Murdoch tells it, she's Lady of Honor and perhaps just wants to fix Arlen's old mistakes.
Or not, but good to know. And I'll relay this to the other two in some other language that they might understand. Do a little round robin of languages, linguistics. Thank you for that information.
Are you Reggish at all?
Other than that, nothing that would be helpful to you. The rest would be a distraction.
Glad that you had misdirections already.
Well, I don't know what you said, but I think that's our cue.
It sure is. And then I'll tell them once we're outside.
Yeah, good hunting and good luck. You are changing the world today, in addition to rescuing that lovely little man.
Give him a hug.
You give Jarlaxle a hug?
Yep.
He gives you a wonderful hug back. He's a delicate stature because he's an elf, but it is warm and maybe even genuine.
It's okay, Bailey. You can call him a twink.
Yeah,
You have the pass.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my god.
I whisper in his ear, and like I just whisper in his ear. It's like, I know you're into men, but I love your voice.
And my dear, I know you are into at least one man. He maybe looks longingly at the door as Artemis is already gone. There are certain muses. That the muses hold, would you agree? And should you want to hear my voice a little more, then I am always happy to work with a new friend.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Das Vidania. Goodbye.
Sí, señor. Oui.
Bye.
And he would let you go. Bye.
Bye.
And he would let you go.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. But do you make the trek back to Haunter?
Haunter.
Hardly know her.
Hardly know her.
Haunt the shit out of her.
I would say without Major Murdoch being here, you guys would easily be able to stealth past who the fuck ever. It's Major Murdoch was kind of the only clumsy, he's a normal guy, okay? But you'd be able to make it back to the vague place where Haunter said that he was going to hang out for a while. Can you roll something for...
You fucking statue.
What?
Huh?
Said statue?
Nothing.
Oh. Yeah, it might take a minute for Haunter to see you. I don't know how fast you guys see him. But from somewhere descending from the roof of a cavern, from whatever nutty-putty cave hole he's shoved himself into waiting for you, he descends and he goes, well, that was fast. Where's the guy?
What guy?
The guy you're saving? It was a lot quieter than I thought it was going to be. You've been gone for like 3 hours.
Oh, no, we're not done.
Oh, okay. That makes more
Just
sense.
had to bring you something.
Oh. Is it from Jarlaxle? And he narrows his eyes. Son of a bitch. What does he want?
I hand him the bag.
Is it... What's in here? Do you know?
No.
He furrows his eyebrows again. Well, the only way to know if you don't know what's in there is to turn it inside out, so... Everyone be ready for it to be something crazy. And he turns the bag inside out. And bursting forth... This bag was filled to the brim. I think they can hold like 600 pounds or whatever. You realize is perfectly wrapped, already set with all the components and primers and wrapped in saran wrap or whatever else.
We lost one.
Oh no! Gotta pop off, my throat's killing me. I'll play catch up on them more later. Okay. Alright.
Do we want to just call it here then?
We could. As I was just saying that there's an entire bag of holding filled from bottom to top. Every single bit of capacity it has near bursting is full of grenades, shape charges, little bricks of C4 and nitroglycerin and tripwires and the fuses they use on like fireworks and IEDs. And Jarlaxle is sending Haunter to be a terrorist. He has enough explosives to destroy Cowboys Stadium, to level several skyscrapers, and as Haunter looks at all of it, his jaw drops and his eyes are wide and dilated and he looks like he's about to start drooling.
You said you'd like it.
I do.
Actually, he said you'd probably cream yourself.
I'm close, I gotta tell you.
Nope, you gotta do it, or otherwise, You
talking about post-nut clarity? It's not that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's... Oh, and it's even the, like, pure kind... Oh, and he's, like... He's going on about how Jarlaxle knows guys who make really good explosives, and they get the powder from topside and everything, and he's like, what the hell does he even want from me if he's gonna... Why did he give me this? What am I supposed to blow up?
You're asking the wrong ones. My mind is on one thing.
Yeah? Well, why? Listen, Carolina, TK-47, the ghost of Cole. What? Did Jarlaxle give you any instructions?
Can I make a history check on that? Because I really don't remember.
Okay, you don't have to tell him. We can tell him next time, but... were you trying to keep it from him, or you just not remember?
I don't remember.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, you remember that you're supposed to tell Haunter that Caldiza Nemtelix is still alive.
Yeah, I was actually looking for that one.
Oh. Yeah, and that's the only instruction you're supposed to give him once you give him hundreds and hundreds of pounds of very, very, very potent explosives. And we'll get into what he does with that information next time, unless you guys have any other additional...
I do not. Got to do some fighting.
Just a little bit. I'm sorry, it was just a little bit.
Okay, it's pre-gaming.
Yeah, look, I'm just murder edging TK-47 for a while. It's once we get into that dungeon, we're gonna be fighting for like 3 or 4 games. It's a lot down there.
Hooray.
I might actually kill you guys.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first character I've lost this month.
Oh yeah, was that only this month? Was Kelzu?
Yes.
It was only this month?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wow, you're an asshole, Bailey.
I didn't
She
kill
didn't kill.
Kelzu. Well, I was involved. Or rather, Briar Winters the rogue was involved. And maybe
was there.
Briar Winters getting bored of us making plans for literally 2 hours was like, fuck it, let's just go in there. And then Kelzu died. And she still feels guilty about it, so she made her own character as Briar took herself into exile. And now she's playing
Briar almost died
Dwayne. Briar almost died too. It was very close to being a TPK. But now...
Well, wouldn't have been a
Dwayne
TPK because the
Mature.
other one ran. Wouldn't have been a TPK because...
Well, true, Digimus ran. But Dwayne Mature, who you guys met in the DOL, is actually who Dwayne Mature in John's game is now. Although Dwayne in John's game has made very many differences. But anyway, you've given Haunter his bombs, you've given Haunter his information, and we will cut on a cliffhanger as Haunter's eyes widen.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Hey, it's your GM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Darian, Matt, and Ian, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. You can find us on Twitter at Illithids, and thank you especially for listening.
Thank you for playing with dolls with me, as Ian said.
Yeah. I didn't. But just to be clear, I didn't mean that as like an insult.
No, I think it's funny. I just imagined us, all grown adults sitting in a circle playing with Barbies that happen to be dressed like the D&D characters.
Yeah.
You know what?
We're in my
Like, people
childhood
ask me-
bedroom.
When I tell people I play D&D, they're like, "You play D&D?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Why do you play D&D?" I'm like, "Well, because I used to do heroic shit when I was playing sports and be able to actually do it when I was in shape enough to do it. Now I got to use my imagination like when I was 4."
Yeah. No, I legit imagined us all sitting in my childhood bedroom, and I really had hundreds and hundreds of Barbies, like either real ones from Mattel or like knockoffs or Bratz dolls that we pretended were Barbies. And we had a bunch of G.I. Joes because we thought Kens were too weak and feminine. We needed a couple of muscular men. So we bought some G.I. Joes. And I literally had hundreds of Barbies with me and my sister. And
I'm not ashamed of it. I played with Barbies.
Yeah.
My sister's Barbies. They were over there rocking it with He-Man and the Ninja Turtles. It's like, hey, they needed girlfriends.
No, they, and there's even whole plot lines about how the G.I. Joes had toxic masculinity and wouldn't work together to kill a dragon. We didn't call it that because that's what we didn't know what it was, but they were too angry at each other to work as a team. And we named a couple after Phantom of the Opera characters.
Well, honestly, I thought you were about to say Thanos.
No. Didn't know who Thanos was.
Well, how you started to say Phantom, it sounded like you were saying Thanos.
No. Leave me and my mumbling alone.
I don't think it was you. I think that was more me.
Okay.
You are directly in my ear, though. So.
Oh, want me to be even more directly in your ear? I can get closer to the microphone. Is this worse?
Yes.
It's worse? Am I in your
Yeah.
ear? What if I only go on
Yes.
one side? This microphone's in stereo. Hi, Ian. Hi, Darian.
Don't like it. bad.
I'll leave a hello Matt in here also for if he ever listens to this.
I like it. Right now you can be one of those call girls.
Is it different if I'm on this side of the microphone?
Kind of.
No.
What if I talk in I tried to do a seductive Russian accent. I don't know if it works.
It works.
I had a co-worker who heard me do Ash Barlow's accent, and she's like, I'm briefly a lesbian, and I'm like, well, we can just close our...
That's crazy.
I am in fact doing a man's voice, but he is, as Ian gave me permission, a twink. So, he's got long hair. So perhaps you and Ash can just turn the lights off and, But I did successfully make one of my co-workers really enjoy a voice that I did, and it felt kind of awkward the next time she asked me to do it, so I didn't, and I was like, no, I can't today, because it's a little weird.
Just a little.
Just a little weird.
What did Anita Baker say? Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I miss doing my Southern Belle also. I often wonder
Told me
how
not to
long...
do my Southern Belle.
When did I say that?
The first
Honey,
time I tried to do a voice for Carolina.
I would never. There is no way I did.
You did.
I'm
You
gonna
said,
go have...
those weren't your exact words, but it's like, Darian, I don't know about you doing a Southern Belle accent.
Well, I'm gonna have to, if that is the truth, I will beg for forgiveness, but we're gonna have to go listen back to episode in the teens and 20s to find when Carolina first came on board. Because maybe you did do that accent, and you can always bring it back. Who am I? I was wrong to have tried to make you change who your lady was.
No, it is all right. I don't know about me doing that accent either.
Okay.
It's all right. It's all right.